What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? We are talking about tonight. This is movie night with the ladies. Movie night with the ladies. And what are we talking about? We are talking about the Jacksons' American Dream. This is part one. We're going to get into it. We're going to have fun tonight. And we got some other things. We doing a double header tonight. Let me see who's in the building, y'all. And we got Rashandria so far. We got Shone. I don't even think I even sent anything out. This how long I haven't been live that I'm like, not on my game tonight. But we're going to get it in tonight. We're going to be talking about this. And we also are going to be live with the ladies talking about, we're doing a pregame tonight for Raising Canaan. So, let's get it in. Let's get it in. I want to see who's here. And holla at your girl, all right? So let me bring my people in right now. Hold on. And if not, you just catch the replay. Let me bring my people in. Hey, Tamika.
Hey, what's going on, girl? Hey, everybody.
What you got a new look? You got the yellow. What you getting ready to tell the future? What you getting ready to do, girl?
No, look into your crystal ball. Let them know what's going on.
What's up, EJ?
Oh,
what up,
Lord.
what up?
What's up? Hey, Candy.
Hey. How's it going, ladies?
All right, Inga.
Hey, ladies. Hey, family.
Right, so we're doing a recap of the Jacksons American Dream. So let's get into it, y'all. So you know how some things don't transition well now that I'm older with this. I see it in a different light with certain things, but I'll tell you when I see different parts that I'm like, certain parts, how can I say it? Certain parts doesn't transition to this time as well as others. It's safe to say that. But other than that, this is a lot of nostalgia you get with the music and as well as the movie. And in the first half, we have a couple of people. We have Angela Bassett, Lauren Hilton's Jacob. They're basically at the helm, and I forgot who played her mother. Tamika, you know who played the mother?
Suge Avery.
I do.
Avery.
Yes. This was the
I gotta get my phone out the other room.
Okay.
I gotta get my phone out the other room. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah, this definitely was an all-star cast once again. We just finished doing not too long ago The Temptations, Bobby Brown, and the Audition Story. And just like with those, this was another one that was an all-star cast. It also was executive produced by Susan DePass, which we just was shining a light on her and talking about how mostly everything she had her name attached to was gold. Plus, she was Barry Gordy's assistant.
I think everybody in that mama was in this movie.
Oh yeah.
You want to talk too? She was watching with me, so she was an executive producer. Also Jermaine Jackson was an executive producer, and we always be talking about when the family's a part of it or they have the family permission. To me, that always makes it flow better as well. And of course, this was based off the book that was written by Katherine Jackson for her autobiography, My Family. So with them taking it from her story and also them having the family's permission, it just, it went over not too bad compared to some of the things that we be getting now with biography stories.
Right.
Yes.
So
doing stuff underhanded and it be trash.
I like the fact that they did let the family have some input in it. And we got as raw story as we got with the Jacksons, because at this time it wasn't like how it was back then with as far as how social media is and how everybody knows everybody's business. It was they were a real reserved family. They did interviews, but you saw the fun side of everything when you saw black celebrities get interviewed and things of that nature. They really didn't dig deep into their personal lives at that time.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Like if this would have been with social media and all of that stuff happening back then, the way it is now, would have been a different story. Plus, they was very kind of reserved. They was Jehovah's Witness. So a lot of stuff that he wasn't trying to have them out there doing, but at the same time, they was exposed to so many things with them, you know, entering into this entertainment business. I think it's an
I don't know who
echo.
it is.
I love the Jacksons. I'm a part of the family. I love everything about all of them.
Let me find out you about to fly out to Indiana.
I'm sorry, I ain't gonna eat my salad on your face. So
that was you. That was you smacking.
I ain't had it on mute. I'm sorry. Ooh, Lord.
I just kidding with you.
Up in this. I love the Jacksons. I mean, man, if somebody say something bad about Miss Catherine or any of them, I might punch them in their face. I love the Jacksons. I've been a fan since I was a little baby. So
yes,
I love them.
Yeah,
even with all the craziness, I still love it all. You know, because everybody's family's crazy. You know.
Yep.
To some degree,
everybody got some sort of dysfunction in their family.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't like when people talk bad about any of them.
Yeah, that's definitely a fact. I was also thinking about the fact that you know, like regardless of what thoughts you may have or feelings or different things you could say, just to piggyback off of what Inga was just saying, you can't deny that this was a talented family. They was just born with a talent. All of them have their different talents in their different ways, like every single last one.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you because growing up, I used to love me some Marlon. I used to love me. I had my periods where I loved different ones of them, you know.
Yup, you have your phase where you like all of them.
I was in the what's Jermaine? I'm not Jermaine. I mean Jackie. I like Jermaine before he started going crazy and doing all this crazy stuff with his hair and all that stuff.
I remember they made such a big deal, but I don't want to. I feel like I'm jumping ahead of the gun because I don't have that episode. I got the struggle episode where they on their grind and they coming out the mud. So they coming out the mud. So we gonna get it started, and we see that it's a party going on.
Oh, before you go
Catherine is at. Huh?
Oh, wait a minute. Somebody said something.
No, I'm sorry. I was going to say, before you go into it, I just wanted to mention and shine a light real quick. Like we were saying that it was such a star-studded cast. We had Lawrence Hilton playing Joe Jackson. Of course, Angela Bassett, who needs no introduction, playing Catherine Jackson. She done been everybody mama. We had Holly Robinson P playing Donna Ross. Billy D. Williams, playing
I told you
Berry
everybody
Gordon.
that mom was in this.
Margaret Avery, of course, playing Catherine's mother. We had Terrence Howard. I think this was one of his first TV, things he did. He was Jackie Jackson. Monica Calhoun was Rebbie Jackson. Ebony Smith was Latoya Jackson. This was the highest rated series. Okay, no shocker there, and they won an Emmy as they should. And I just wanted to shine a light on Jason Weaver, honey, baby.
I love
he just celebrated.
That's my
guy. He just celebrated hitting 2 million, selling 2 million records, going two times platinum. For I just can't wait to be king, the Lion King. And his mom, to me, now that's what you call, as y'all young kids would say, standing on business, because she turned down $2 million. She asked for $100,000, and she asked for him to get his royalties, on a lifetime basis.
Every time somebody play that song and stream it or whatever you see on the commercial, he
has basically made over $2 million and counting. Okay, he's been in countless things. Of course, we've seen him recently in The Shy, and he's even been on Tyler Perry Sisters. So I just want to shine a light on him and say he definitely deserves the crown. He is king, and he came through with this Michael Jackson. He played him from the ages of 19 to 14, and he was singing some of the stuff for real. So yes, shine a light on him. Yes.
No, he had an album out back in the day. He had an album out back in the day. No,
definitely.
Yeah. I want to say he had an album out about the time when he did the show Smart Guy.
I love Smart Guy too. Smart Guy. Anybody like it? It's on Disney. So
Jason Weaver, I feel like he's under how do you say it? Unsung. He's not. Unsung. Talk about this Jason Weaver and all of the accomplishments that he did.
Yeah, he deserves it all.
His mother, because she made us. That was such a smart business move. She made.
Absolutely.
But everybody was in this movie. I think I was in the movie. I think I was walking down the street. I mean, everybody.
That was you on your bicycle.
Look how long that list was that Tamika just named all these people. I mean,
yes.
I mean, Sidney Poitier might have been in the movie. I mean, everybody was in the movie. They was walking. They might have been walking down the street or something. I mean, everybody was in this movie. So
Boys to Men was in it.
Yes, Boys to Men. Yeah. Oh, and one of the guys who played Jackie when he was a younger kid was Boomer. What's his last name? Yeah, he played on The Game and a whole bunch of others. Different World. And, yeah. So
I forgot his name, but he's done a lot of things too.
Oh, he's done a lot of stuff.
I seen an interview with him a little while ago, and I thought it was pretty great.
Yeah.
So, being that we're gonna start this off with how he met her, and he has gone to a party, and the friend seemed like she was more excited about Joe than she was. But I like that Catherine was playing hard to get.
And he was putting on the moves. He was putting on the moves like what? I want to hear you, Tamika, because I know you got something to say. He was putting it on her.
Yeah, I was smiling at this part because she was like looking like, oh God, no. And then, he like, well, we can dance slow. Why you don't want to dance? And the way she threw her pocketbook at her friend, that had me cracking.
Yes. And y'all noticed that he was older and she still was in high school. Yeah, so he was an older man.
Listen,
nowadays,
this is
y'all
the first time he tried
now,
to talk to her. This is the first time he tried to talk to her. So we knew he was older.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, when he started coming to the high school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where you
she
at,
probably
Candy?
was like 11th or 12th grade, maybe.
I'm here.
Something like that.
I'm here.
So,
I'm just situated.
Look, she finds out that he gets married. She finds out that he gets married. And she acts like it didn't mean anything to her, but she runs to the bathroom and she's crying. Oh, you got your Christmas decorations up. You should have had your camera up. Aw. Excuse me, I'm just really losing my voice.
I'm trying to.
So if I had my laptop turned around a different way, y'all can see my Christmas tree.
We see her mother. Her mother is basically, she does laundry for the people. Mm-hmm. And the guy wasn't paying her. I felt bad about that. And he seemed like he was just going to let it pile up.
Yeah,
and just
that's how they
come in there and let him get his clothes washed. Well, I'm going to show you this, and then we're going to, I'm going to show you this, and then we're going to go to the next thing. Let me just show this clip, and then we're going to talk about
Savannah said you look like Whoopi Goldberg.
I do. I need to sound like her with my hair like this.
I like to have her money
like this when she's on The View. I need the money though. I need Whoopi's money.
Yeah, exactly.
And not the hairdo. I need Whoopi's money and not the hairdo. Okay.
Moochie be having them voices down pat. Okay.
Look.
Joseph Jackson, what are you doing here? Oh, I heard you up and got married.
Well, I'm divorced now.
You've been gone a long time.
How you doing, Katie?
All right. So I'm going to just riddle me this, y'all. When he was talking to her the first time, how old was she? Because she was 17 when he came back. So how old was she? And he was going a long time. I'm thinking he was trying to talk to her when she was like 15, 16, y'all.
Yeah, probably was.
But see, this is what's going on now.
It wasn't like a big deal back then.
And this is how it used to be. Things started changing in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And now,
because they wanted you to be married young back then. Like, you was the old you wasn't married in your 20s.
When you get kicked out, I didn't even know you got kicked out, boo.
Girl, I've been gone.
I had boyfriends that was older than me when I was a teenager. So that wasn't.
I'm sorry. I got caught up when Tamika was telling all of the logistics of everything.
I heard most of that. That was some good fun.
She broke it down.
I loved it.
I did too. I was like really into it because she had, you know how she do. Anywho,
I know somebody,
on.
they said that he was creepy for pulling up on them like that. But you know, that was the thing back then. So people cannot think about 2023. You had to think about this was 1950 something. And it wasn't that a big deal for an older man to matter of fact, people's families would push a young girl to get married to an older man.
Because this back then, this is the goal. Do you and I'll get to it a little later. They get girls back then to be wives. They raised girls to become wives back then. And a lot of people, it wasn't that many independent women. She just started working because he got laid off. Otherwise, she would have been home.
Yeah.
Remember how long she stayed home? She didn't start.
Well, she kept getting pregnant every 3 months. So,
how many Irish twins you think they got? Because we saw Marlon and Michael was in the same class.
Well, you know, Marlon also was a twin, but the twin passed away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
His name was Brandon.
They had to have at least 4 Irish twins, if not more.
She was spitting them out back to back.
She didn't even wait till
was an Irish twin.
She didn't even wait for the 6 weeks. They was back at it as soon as he had the baby. They was like, as soon as the baby came out, they was on top of each other. You know, so.
So
yeah, she definitely was fertile murder for real.
Was it the doctor handsome?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he nice.
What was going on with the mother? What was going on with the mother?
Hey, thank you for coming through. Hey, Daria.
What was wrong with the mother's back?
Yeah, what was going on with her?
She had polio.
The mother did?
Back then, yeah, she had polio, and you know how before the vaccine came out for polio, a lot of kids was crippled and they weren't walking and they had to wear the braces and stuff like that.
Yeah, but we're saying the mother, not Miss Catherine.
Yeah,
we're talking about Miss Catherine's mom.
Oh, with this picture, she was from washing the clothes. Her back was messed up.
Oh, okay.
She got that from working so hard, and then all of that when she was coming home from school, and the guy still didn't pay for his shirts from last week and the week that he just.
And you know what I do? Next time I would burn all them shirts with the hot iron. You know.
But I bet if a man had walked to that door, he would have paid.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, this doctor's handsome.
He was.
He really was handsome.
Yeah, he was nice looking.
I ain't even put up a vote tonight, y'all.
Hey, Moochie, can I say something real quick? I just want to.
Of course, you could say something.
I just want to take a moment to say, we them boys.
We them boys.
I ain't got nothing to say.
You know what? Why y'all gonna come on here now?
I'm not gonna say nothing because y'all demolished the Redskins, so I ain't got Commanders.
I can't even come on here with no giant stuff. But I don't know how y'all
we're in the same boat.
Change hats because
you in the same boat. The Giants are bad and the Commanders are bad. So you and I
see
the same
next time, me and Tamika gonna represent New York, and we gonna come with some Giants gear.
I was doing it for dramatic effects. I made sure that I had my pink hat on so you would know when it came off. And when the boys came off.
I saw the quick change. You don't have to rub it in our face.
And that's what Candy was probably back there going to get her whole Cowboys outfit on.
Yeah.
That's what she was doing. That's what she was doing. That's why she wasn't on camera.
Okay.
Yeah. You got me. You got me.
No, you know something, Moochie? Next time they gonna come in here dressed like how Dolly Parton was with her little
listen, if I could,
I'm making everything.
And Shoni gonna go let
her little chicken legs and everything. She was doing it.
Said Shoni.
I would, because Dolly looked good.
Oh, when they playing tonight?
Yes, man, we play tonight.
That's why I had them now.
Like, yes, ma'am.
I think it's on Amazon Prime. Anyway, we getting off track.
But you confident, ain't you, girl?
Yes.
Okay, let's move to the sidebar.
Regardless.
Okay, wait a minute. Savannah said something funny. His clothes would have smelled like cat piss. That's what I'm saying. That man. Next time I'll be like, I'm gonna get you. Yeah.
I would have had something for him. But if that doctor had walked to the door, he would have paid.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so she goes on. She's been dating Joe for a while. He been coming up to the school.
Yeah.
Picking her up from school when she get out. And then her mother sees her come from this date and kiss him in front of the house. Why was she beating around the bush? My mother used to tell me the real deal when you come in like that. You know what he wanted.
You know, women, they were religious people, so she probably just they probably had
sometimes you can't sugarcoat stuff with your kids.
Okay, Moochie, you're talking about when you was around. This was back in 1940 or 50 or something like that.
But she didn't know what she was getting into. She really didn't.
No.
She like, I'm gonna be a nurse. I'm gonna be a nurse, which leads me to my next question before y'all blow up the spot. This is the next question. How long? Did you hear what I said? How long?
It didn't take that long.
For Joe Jackson.
I say a month since he been back. Maybe 1 month since he came back. A couple, 2 or 3 weeks.
How long?
It didn't take that long. They didn't play around like we do now. Like, they didn't play around. They go out with one date and they say, you married. So it didn't take that long.
It was 2 months.
Yeah, it wasn't that long though.
2 months.
Got the draws.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. She know the way. That long. 2 months.
2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, he was courting her. He was taking her out on dates. Nobody want to take you out on dates today, so I ain't mad at Joe. Okay.
No, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Joe was at least taking her out.
He knew what he was doing. He knew he had to court her. He knew that. That's just the way it was back then. You able to take somebody child out and you're not,
we're
them and everything. So
where Candy go?
Now they don't do all that now. So
I don't know.
I look terrible.
She was there.
Where Candy go?
I don't know.
Oh, she got knocked out, I think.
All right, she'll be back. All right, moving on.
Okay, dial in for movies. GTD. He showed it.
Got the draws. Got the draws.
Look, if y'all ever see any pictures of the real Joe Jackson as a young man, he was handsome.
Yeah.
He was a nice green eyes. And she was beautiful.
Beautiful, yes, absolutely.
So,
she was beautiful, but he used to always look evil to me.
Yeah, with them eyebrows.
I used to wonder how he made such beautiful kids.
Yeah.
I mean, they too nice looking.
And I can't even say that his eyebrows used to scare me. That's what it was.
I'm gonna say his eyebrows, probably.
His eyebrows and his eyes.
Yeah, his eyebrows used to scare me.
Mm-hmm.
But look, they was singing Jimmy Crack Corn and I don't care. And he was trying to crack more than that corn.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it is what it is. I mean, come on now.
Look, they all got Joe's nose. Savannah, you know what? You ain't right. He had to wait because she had been with fertile Kate. So let me ask y'all this. Did he ever Tamika, you should know this. I think you've been doing a little digging. Do you think that he had other children before this from the previous marriage?
I don't know about the previous marriage, but I know they say he had one child out of the, out of their marriage that they never acknowledged.
That's a fact. He had a daughter.
They never acknowledged her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I remember the daughter too because Janet complained about that because she was never able to call him daddy.
Yeah.
You had to call him Joseph. She didn't
like
it.
Yeah, he didn't want that. He
right.
That was him. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah. He never wanted them to call him dad or papa or anything like that. It was always Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's kind of weird, but hey, we don't know. I think he has some stuff going on in his. See, if we could do a story on him, I bet he has some trauma in his back.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's probably why he was the way he was. So
yeah.
Rest in peace.
Because that was weird that he wanted them to call him Joseph. That was weird to me.
That sounds like somebody that
he was a hard worker though.
Oh, he did.
That's somebody that sounds like somebody that don't want to get old. They don't want to age, so they don't want to be called dad.
It could be, but I think it might have also just been the relationship he had with his father, because he only mentions a small piece of it in this movie, and I've never read her book in its entirety. I'm sure it's probably more in the book than in this movie.
What's the name of the book? Because now I just finished reading too.
My Family, Katherine Jackson's autobiography.
If you can find it, because it might not even be in print anymore. This movie's old.
Yeah, it's old.
Yeah, it might not even be in print anymore.
Oh, but she probably could get it on Amazon. Them people still need money. You can't tell me they not still pushing they
right.
We gonna see.
Okay, so
but I like when she got pregnant the first time, and he was like, "So you pregnant? Like, were you gonna tell me? Are you gonna tell me? How long was it gonna take you to tell me?" Because she wasn't trying to say nothing about it.
Well, she probably was gaining weight. He probably
He was like, he was like, "Do you want me to talk to the young man?" And she was like, "No." I was like, "Young man, he seemed like he well established already." And then he was just talking about how he thought he was gonna move to California and pursue this boxing career and this and that.
But one thing for me was how she didn't want to. She didn't want to step on. She didn't want to stop his plans. But women, we do that. Even sometimes they will do that. Well, I don't want to stop you from doing what you got to do. So it's like I don't want to bother you with something. Well, we're getting out of that phase now, but sometimes
I fell into that phase.
Yeah, we'll not do something for him. But she was real hard on that part. She was like, well, I don't want to say anything. I didn't want to tell you, and like she didn't want to bother him. It seemed like she was contemplating an ABOR, but
he said to him
like
at
she was
one
thinking
point, like,
about
I
that,
could take care, and he was like, "No."
I think you're right, Ken. She was contemplating. She didn't say
she was contemplating that.
But you got the feeling of that anyway.
Yeah, she was contemplating that. But once she told, he was like, "You're not going." He said, "Your mother." He sounded like the mother already told him the way he said it.
Yeah, he said your mother told me. She said, "Why would she think that?"
Because a mother knows.
Mother knows.
When I was in high school, my mother knew when mine was coming before I did.
Oh yeah,
my people ain't know nothing. They was
my mother used to clock my ish like, look, it's coming. Look, I better see something.
Now my mother knew, but the funny thing was my father knew before her, but I just kept going, no.
They didn't know what I was doing.
And then when my stomach was all the way out and I couldn't even hide it no more and zip up my pants, I was still saying no, and she was like, "Come on now, your pants can't even."
You know what though? When I was scared to tell my dad I was pregnant, but I was married though.
My daddy still think I'm a virgin.
But it was like one of those kind of matter of fact conversations.
You are.
Huh? What?
She said they still think she a virgin. I said she is.
Yeah, she is.
Yes, I'm the baby girl. I'm the virgin.
I had a whole discussion when I got my tongue pierced with my father, and he was like giving me the real deal. I ain't hear the end of it with that. He was like,
yeah, I went through that too.
Like, you're already looking like pirates with all these tattoos. That's how my father was. And when I had my nose pierced and then my tongue and all the. He was like, "You look like a pirate."
Hey y'all, I don't think I'm gonna be reading. I don't think I'm gonna be reading this book. Can y'all see how much this book costs?
I can't see it.
140.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! Now
you
gotta have it somewhere for cheaper than that.
Preview and see if you could speed read through that ish.
I guess I won't be reading that book.
Yeah, that's.
I just keep watching the movie.
I do look like Whoopi.
What?
No.
That's Savannah keep saying that. You know Savannah be trolling.
You know what? You better stop, Savannah. Me and you gonna be rolling around on the ground, and we gonna be getting it in.
Yeah.
But he was a hard worker though. He kept a job,
he did.
Making something, doing something,
Look, he kept a job, but he got laid off, but he was still making stuff.
But he still was out there trying to make money.
Yeah.
He went and put this band together, and then it wasn't. They not playing like how he wants them to play. He's real frustrated, and he like, look. Y'all keep playing like this. I ain't gonna get this together. My kids gonna be ready to play in a band. And when he got them up that night, they was going in them kids. They was doing the damn thing.
Yo, the fact that he woke them up like 3 a.m. to dance. I said, damn, I know the parents used to get you out and have you do a dance, but now waking you up 3 o'clock in the morning, he didn't care. And he was like, get it, see, my kids are dancing. Go ahead.
Yeah, that reminded me of the Clark sisters.
Look, I'm guilty of that. It'd be on a Friday night though, but I used to get my son up and he used to be singing. But he was like 6 or 7. I'll be like, get up and sing.
I don't think I ever done that one before, but my daughter did have a rabbit she got a rabbit for Easter. Her dad got her a rabbit, and that mug got out the cage, and I woke her up and told her she better come get this rabbit. I ain't her Yes, I did. I don't do animals.
Oh, the Clark sisters.
Yeah, I do animals, but I don't do no rabbit.
Mom did that.
Mm-hmm. That's like having a rat or mouse jumping around the house. I was like,
My nana told me she was dreaming of fish. She told me to go to the doctor, and I was pregnant. Oh, word, yo! I had people that be telling me.
My parents was
like
all in their own world. They wasn't paying me no attention to what I was doing. So
yeah, if they dream about fish, somebody in the family.
Yeah, definitely. My grandmother, my aunt, whenever they dreamed of fish, baby, you sure enough was somebody about to come with a baby, honey.
Somebody in the family way, as they say.
Look, speaking of baby,
that baby.
We look. So by this time, Joe Jackson is performing in nightclubs, and then we have this addition, which is Michael.
He was so adorable. It was so funny how
So my question is this: how many children did the Jackson have at this point, and can you guys name them? Now,
I can name them.
Don't blurt it out, because I want the people in the chat to answer.
Let the people in the chat.
Can we do this as a collective? Because I got a few. I'm sure Inga got a few.
We all. That's why I'm waiting. I want to see what the people are gonna say, and then
I can name in order of their birth
as the collective after.
Oh my! Hold on, we gonna let Inga do this because she said she can name them in order of the birth.
You can name them in order. So Inga, you got this. So Inga, you got this. So Inga, you got this.
Well, at this point, I don't know how many she had at this point. I know how many she had overall. But at this point,
we're not talking about overall. We talking about once Michael was born. Tell me all the kids that was there.
So just stop at Michael.
Just stop at Michael because she had 2 more after that.
All right, you ready?
Oh, yeah, okay. Wait a minute. So Reby is the
oldest. I got a timer for you. Hold on. I got my little timer, y'all. Hold on.
It was Keisha, Felicia, Wanda, Rashonda, Yolanda.
Reby is the oldest.
Wait. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Look, I got my timer. Look, I done bought a timer and everything for y'all. You got 30 seconds. You got 30 seconds.
Got this, Inga.
You got 30 seconds. Okay.
Yes.
Is it
less? It's a half a minute.
Oh, it's already set. Okay, you got.
Wait. No, it's not set. Wait. I'm setting it. I'm setting it. You ready?
Go. Yeah. Is it time to go?
Wait, hold up.
What kind of timer you got? What's going on?
Go. All right, go.
Yeah, we got Reby, then Tito, then no, Reby, then Jermaine. What's his name? Reby, then
you don't gotta name them in order.
Oh, I was naming them in order. Okay. Anyway,
you don't gotta name them in order.
Jermaine, Tito, Marlon, Michael, Janet, Randy, Latoya.
Look, you don't went past those two.
Randy was the other one I forgot. Who was the other one I didn't forget? Did I forget anybody else?
Yes, you did.
Did I say Tito? Yeah.
Yes, you said Tito.
Reby, Latoya, Jermaine, Tito, Marlon, Jackie.
Yeah, you got it.
Michael, Randy, because it's 9 kids. It would have been 10, but Marlon's twin passed, so 9 kids.
My father.
That's too many kids.
My father
is too many, and they was poor. Like they were dirt.
Yes, they was poor. Where they was going to get potatoes.
Yeah, he was stealing the potatoes out the ground.
All right,
you saw that one scene. He was stealing the potatoes out the ground.
I was gonna say it was funny when her mother wanted to name him Donald, and she said Ronald Donald. She was like, no. Then she kind of came with the Michael. So Mama was the one that would come and name all of them. She said, we running out of names.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. But she was like, we running out of names. It's so many of them, y'all. I can't.
Well, a lot of times people pick names out the Bible. You know.
Yeah, there's a heap of them kids.
With his son. I like the song Centipede too.
Me too. That's the only hit she had. I used to love it. I used to sing that Centipede.
Well, yeah, that's my joint. I
really
still
like the
rock
second
that.
mother.
Me too.
Yeah, she was
like
the second
mothers of the house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because she's the oldest, so she was the one who was taking care of all the younger ones and helping out. Yeah. All the older kids always got to do that, take care of the
when she made them greens with them bugs in it though.
Oh yeah, because she ain't washed the greens. Yeah.
Ain't nobody told her.
Yeah, she didn't. Yeah, the mother got it. She had to show her.
She probably forgot to tell her. But all she worked at a It looked like she worked at a houseware store because that's what they used to call a houseware, like where she was just going to get the stuff for the clerk and stuff like that. Because back then, they didn't let people handle money. They didn't let our people handle money back then. But anyway, moving on. So I'm gonna go to the clip and then we're gonna talk about this scene. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Whose shoe is that?
It's not mine. I swear to God and Jesus, all of them. Not mine.
You messing with me, boy?
So?
Oh my.
Boy, you crazy!
Joe, no. Come on, whip your foot.
So that was all I could take.
Listen, baby, he wasn't ready for Michael. Michael was the one to give him a run for his money.
Michael's like, so.
Yo, that was so funny. I was like, oh, you gonna get? He was out on him. So, and ran underneath that bed. He couldn't get him. He was not trying to come out.
Yo, he reminds me of my nephew because that's how my nephew is. He be testing everybody. He reminds me of my nephew Dominic. So
but Joe wasn't playing no games.
So we see he looked like he's so bothered when he come home from work. And you got Marlon sitting at the table complaining about eating beans every day. And then he tell him you can't even, every time somebody talk to you, you cry. So he don't like that. Marlon's sensitive.
And I'm not trying to defend Joe, but they were very poor, and he probably was just stressed from not having enough money to buy food for them to eat. If they sitting there eating beans every day for dinner and stuff like that, being broke can make you an angry person.
Y'all want to hear a quick story with me when I was 5 years old? We used to go food shopping. It was a place called Gal's where we used to go to. It had a petting zoo and everything, but it was a supermarket too. They used to make their milk and all of that there. Anywho, I get home, we go food shopping, after we put all the groceries away. Keep in mind, I'm 5 years old, y'all. My father I took a banana because I wanted a banana, but I ain't like the fact that it had bruises on it. I had the brown marks.
Yeah.
So I threw the banana in the garbage, but the way my house was, garbage didn't stay in the house overnight. So it was a clean garbage, and that was the only thing in there. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. My father made me take that banana out the garbage and eat it. And I never ate bananas until I became a grown woman. So we were talking now that, I'm taking care of him a lot right now. And then we had this story about, he was talking about, I said, he said, why you don't eat bananas, Mooch? Because, that my father gave me my name. And he said, I said, why you make me take that banana out the garbage and eat it? He said, man, I spent my last dollar to feed y'all little. He said, I spent my last dollar to feed y'all little asses. And here it is, you throwing a banana in the garbage? I didn't even have money for work that day when I was leaving. Yeah, I made you take that banana out the garbage and eat it. And then I was like, okay, now I understand. But he was like, that's why you stopped eating bananas? I was like, yeah, I never ate bananas after that.
Damn. What up, Jay? What up, pretty girl?
My father was like, I spent my last to make sure y'all had food. I ain't even have lunch money that day, and you threw a banana in the garbage. So then you know how you understand things when you older? But I thought it was like, kind of cute with it. And I was like, dang, I feel bad that I threw the banana away. I would have did the same thing too. But moving on.
I had a father sort of like Joe, so I understand what Joe, about Joe. I totally understand.
All right, so let's talk about another story with Joe. Now remember, they wasn't supposed to touch this guitar, right?
The guitar, yep.
All right, so who wants to lead with this story? Because Jermaine is terrified of his father.
Yeah, because he always said, I swear to goodness, I swear to God, no, I didn't. Because they know they were going to get their behind whipped. And Joe didn't play games. He didn't deal with the disrespect. He didn't say play game. He was stern. So,
but he raised them to be men.
Yeah.
And this is I know they talk about him later, but I feel like he raised them. Oh, Candy back.
I never got mad really at Joe like that. I mean,
I didn't get mad at him either like that because my father was stern with us too.
My father was stern. I was raised with a stern father. My father, he believed in the hand, straight up in the belt and the switch. Like when Marlon had to go out there and get that switch, I know I'm on my track shoes, but I experienced that, so I understand all that.
I didn't experience that, but I did get
switches. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I ain't tell you, my father had to get that switch, and don't think you getting the smaller one. Don't come at me the bigger one. Okay, don't do it.
No, you got to come up.
It was my mom though. It wasn't my dad. My dad was the one who saved me.
My mom was the enforcer.
No, it was my father. My mother was like Miss Catherine. My mother was like Miss Catherine, and she's still like that now. My father was the guy.
But can we talk about the fact that he spanked him and then said, all right, y'all gonna come out here and play for me, and you better not miss a beat. And baby, they was born with it, okay? They was like, woo. They came out there and they killed it.
That's what I loved about that part. Because when they came out with that, started doing that dance, and he's like, you better not mess up. And when they went out there and did all of that, thank you to me. When they went out there and did all of that, he was proud of them. And then Michael was like, I don't want to join. He was like, you too small. You too small.
Little did he know later on, Michael was the one with the major talent,
Yeah, because that was the cute part
Mike
about him.
Stood out. He had like a star around him, he was a little boy.
And then when they go to class, they talk about career day. They talk. Marlon wanted to ride a motorcycle, and then Michael was talking about how he learned all of these songs, and he wants to be a singer. He was saying what he want to be in life, and then he was telling his story to Mr. Rat.
Yeah, see now I
can you bring Tamika back in?
EJ, tell us about Mr. Rat.
About the cheese, yeah. Oh, can you bring Tamika back in? She backstage.
She fell back too. Wait, did I do
that? I don't know. She was just gone.
I don't know what happened. I was talking and then I was backstage.
Y'all, I might have did it by accident. I apologize.
Sorry. Go ahead, EJ.
Oh Lord, this rat. I don't know. I don't understand why kids be obsessed with rodents. I don't know. My kids wouldn't, but I guess I don't know why people. But you know what? My daughter actually has a pet hamster.
I didn't put a.
She had a pet hamster. I mean, so I don't know. I don't at her own place, y'all. By the way, because she couldn't have no hamster with me. But
no, I don't play them.
My nephew, he got one of them dragons.
Rats and mice and stuff in apartment buildings I lived in DC and stuff. No, I don't play that. We putting the traps down and we getting rid of them things. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but Mike say this is his best friend. Like this is his friend that he talked to and he fed him and all that type of stuff.
He had that song Ben, based on that movie. So
yeah.
Okay. What's up, VKJ? Mike. He said Mike always had the glow. It's called the je ne sais quoi. LOL, something like that.
Je ne sais
quoi. Yeah,
Je ne sais quoi.
Exactly, that's what it's called.
I'm glad he knew how to spell it, because I thought when he knew how to spell it.
Look, y'all would have been like, Mooch, you spelled this wrong.
I like you spell stuff wrong, so it's cool.
Yeah, but I was gonna say too, when I got booted to the backstage, that the harmonies that's okay. The harmonies they had, like with being siblings, I'm like, when you hear like siblings that can sing and harmonize together, even though we know many groups that have came together and they have that bond and everything, but it's just different. Like when you hear the Jacksons, when you hear the Clark sisters, any of them type of things, even the Braxtons, when they harmonize together, it's just a different type of flow.
Real good.
That have it. You know what I mean? And
it's like that you hear them lay on top of each other when they make their music.
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely.
I love hearing the Braxtons together. They have like a special kind of flow together. And even with their voices all being so different.
Right.
All right, so we're gonna move on to this. He sings at his talent show, and this is when Catherine Jackson says we have our 5th member.
Exactly. He was sleeping on Michael. He ain't know about it.
Yes.
And Michael, when he was sitting here talking to Mr. Rat, he already had his game plan down. He was like, I'm gonna prove to them that I can I can belong.
Yeah.
And he did.
But see, I'm with Joe on that. Remember when the rat got got into the trap, and Joe was like, "Good, we got him." That's how I would have been. I'm like, "Good, thank the Lord, we got that. Get that thing out of here." Yeah, I ain't for no rat.
I felt so bad. I felt so bad for him, but I would have felt the same way if I was a parent.
Let a mouse come run across your foot right now, Moochie. You gonna be in there with a bird.
I remember when my son, somebody gave him a hamster in the cage and everything. He was like, "Mom, can we keep it?" I said, "No, we sure can't. Take it to school and see if they'll let you have it as a class pet." And he took it and they named them and had him as a class pet. I said, first of all, the cat ain't gonna let that stay in here, but I'm scared of it too. That cat be done shoot that hamster up by the morning.
Y'all live in New York City. I know y'all don't want no rodents in your house. You can get them outside on the street. So
I remember my niece. My niece, she had a monkey. Not a monkey. She had a guinea pig. A guinea. My son wanted a monkey. He went. You know how they do the what's it called? The show and tell. He came home asking me. He was in kindergarten. Ma, can we get a monkey? I was like,
at the zoo.
He was like,
Ma, go to the zoo.
He was like, mommy, it had a diaper on and everything. You don't gotta worry about anything. And I was like, look. And then I said, let me ask. I was that gung ho where I was gonna ask about it. And then I was talking to one of my homeboys. He was like, yo, when they get mad, they throw their ish at you, right? I was like, oh hell no. When he said that, when he said they throw the boo boo at them, I was like, nah. I barely could feed you. What makes you think we could get a monkey, little boy?
No, we ain't making no monkey. No, vacay is right. New York do got the biggest rats, but DC got some ones that look like cats now. I done seen them run down the street many times.
New York got rats that pick up pizza and carry it up the subway stairs.
He was getting the subway token with the pizza and getting into the train. No,
I remember when I was
Moochie, when we come to New York, you gonna show me EJ them rats?
I don't want to see them.
I don't want to see them. I drove a bus for 20 years. I don't want to see that. I drove a bus. I used to see the mother fathers in the morning in the depot where I got to duck and dodge them and be so scared.
I used to see the rats all the time, and they would run right past you. You know what I'm saying? Just like cats or something.
Look, I already told y'all I fell at work from falling down the stairs. One morning, I came in the bus and there was freaking birds in there. I shut that bus on and the birds came flying through the front of the bus. I ran off that joker so fast. I was, because I used to start working like 4-something in the morning. Them mother fathers used to be in there hiding.
They out there in broad daylight now. And they all over.
The rats in New York, they walk past you like, hey, good morning.
I know they out there in broad daylight. No, I only can experience DC. I just know they come out in broad daylight, run up down the street, and you see them too. Like,
look, I remember them rats in the depot used to run around.
You definitely see them. All the restaurants.
Look, the rats in the depot used to run around like they was ready to pull out a freaking bus in the morning. Like, what run you got? Like, they was like that. So now I'm good. I'm good with the rat experience.
Would you say?
You said they at the restaurants? I can't even.
No, I mean, I'm saying if any place with a lot of restaurants, they don't be taking, the trash and be just sitting outside. And
you come outside? Okay.
Yeah, no, not in the restaurant. But hey, they could get in there like at nighttime once the place locked up and the people gone. They could be. Y'all saw Ratatouille? Then y'all see that movie Ratatouille?
All right,
they real. They real. Oh no, we're not having that.
We moving on.
Yeah,
we moving on. So now we see them.
I see one.
We see them practicing. Marlon is having a hard time with getting the steps.
Mm-hmm.
He's having a hard time with getting the steps, and Joe tells Catherine that he can't cut it, and he's not going to be part of the group no more. And she like, no, we not doing this. You don't do that, because she's seen how hard Marlon was out there practicing them steps.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me feel bad. He
said, you already crying before you get the switch. Go out there and get that switch.
Yo, he was terrified of his father.
Stop laughing.
He was terrified of his father.
Yeah, all of them were really.
Mm-hmm. So I want to talk about when we see Boys to Men, and they're just like a corner group that was talking to these people, and basically they was ready to get at Jackie, and Jackie wasn't going to fight them at first, but because of the simple fact he got the father that he got, his father made him fight.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do that.
Either you beat him or I beat you.
Yo, I had to tell my son that, because I was like,
because I can't. If you keep running in the house crying, I mean, I can't go out there and beat the kids up. So you got to go and handle,
Got to do it like Rock did it, because
that's what I'm saying. I mean, in a way,
my mother
keep picking that.
My mother made. I remember back in the day, my mother, my son, my brother was getting into it with the kid next door, and they was going back and forth at it so much where my mother was like, you know what, y'all gotta get it on. Once y'all get it on, then y'all get it out. Yeah. And keep in mind, this is like
this one been back when people fight and then it'd be over.
This is
and they bring out the guns.
You can't even do that no more, because people can't take the L good.
Yeah. Yeah.
My mother really let them on the front lawn. We did an exact experience like this.
Yeah.
And we not in those times anymore, because people don't take.
No, because people pull out the pow now, so it's
definitely. But I got it on I think my son was the last ever to do that, because my son was that was going on with my son. And I ain't want to make my son do that, but I had to tell him I really was the person to be like, whoop his ass, or I'm whooping yours.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if you don't take care of this now, they're gonna back in the day, this was the word they used to say, they're gonna herb you. You remember, Tamika, right? They're gonna herb you, and if they herb you, they're gonna mess with you every day. So I was like, I said, you take the one that's talking the most ish and handle it. Okay. And I ain't want my kid. Sometimes you don't be wanting your kid to fight, but I don't want my kid to be bullied either.
Yeah.
Exactly. That part.
True. But I can get out there with mine. Let's go.
I don't know what happened.
Look, back then I used to cut, but I'm glad I only got one kid now. And he grown. Yeah. I feel like I did my part. I wasn't the best mother, but I did my best. But moving on, She was so mad.
It's no handbook for that.
That she made them fight. It is no handbook.
I'll still be struggling, and he's grown, but I still struggle with him.
I hear you. I feel that way too. I'm mad with him too.
You never
stop. You never stop being a mother. You never stop being a mother. I don't know about men, but they could turn it off when they get a certain age. But
yeah, I think so.
I feel like you always gonna worry about your kid and their well-being. And my son is 32.
Yeah, at least I am.
Yes,
I am because yeah.
so
Anyway,
you always gonna worry.
Yeah,
but we gonna move on.
Yeah.
I like the fact that she had them. She was mad that they was fighting, but Joe was showing them how to be men.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Yeah, not to be no punks. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody take advantage of you. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
And I think Jackie appreciated it too, because he showed his appreciation. Like, he was proud that he stood up for himself, and then the way his daddy winked at him. It's just that even though he was hard on them, a lot of times I'm gonna look into the camera. Even though he was hard on them, a lot.
I like the way you got that little rainbow ish going down by your microphone. But go on,
I know that's right. She got a little ambiance going on over there.
EJ done sold her merchandise and she done upped the game.
Let me get my little stuff worked up over here.
EJ, show all your stuff that you be selling when we get to the end. We gonna give you a little display thing. But anyhow, go ahead, girl.
All right, now I got a little commercial.
Of course, I got you. I was just saying that I appreciate the fact that there are moments when they show us how that he was also loving, not just what the media has always portrayed of Joe Jackson, and that he was just this hard ass and he was just horrible, but he really taught them life lessons, and he really did try to push them. And one could even say that if it wasn't for the fact that he pushed them the way he did, there may not be a Michael Jackson or Jackson 5 and then a Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? But I like those little moments, like when he winked at him after he did the boxing thing, and he winked at him, and how he was so proud. I'm talking about Jackie, he was proud of himself that he actually stood up for himself. It was just little moments like that, and there would be little moments where he would even hug them or show affection towards them. I like that they showed that inside of this.
I agree with you, because I feel like he showed them how to become men. Even though they talk about the abusive part, but I feel like if he wasn't hard on them the way they was, they wouldn't have got to where they was. And we, as Black people, we needed them to get to where they was.
And
so
look,
I don't condone. Go ahead. What you
I just wanted to add on what you're saying, because I'm agreeing with both of y'all that he was he might have been stern, but deep down he still cared about these kids, because a lot of men would have probably left this woman with 9 kids. You know what I'm saying? They struggling, they poor, they don't have no money. I mean, dirtball poor, and the mother trying to make ends meet with how she's doing. And he could have left her high and dry. She could have been like on welfare or something. With these 9 kids, he was like, "No, we keep this family." He didn't even want Reby to get married, because he wanted to keep it. Don't go. Yeah, I know. I already got my FloJo sneakers on.
Yeah, don't keep them on.
We're trying to get as much as we can, because the time is sticking around.
I know we getting ready. Look, we got a double header tonight. But I see Candy is leaving stuff in the chat, and I want you to say how you feel, girl. Tell me what you want to tell us. Put it in like where all of this is going, and they get they get robbed. What was you thinking when all of that happened? Because Jackie was trying to fight the mother father's back with his father. What's your take on it, Candy?
That would have been me too. We would have been fighting them suckers, trying to, not knowing if they got weapons or not. I wouldn't have, not that I wouldn't have cared, but in the moment, because we poor, we broke, why would you take our stuff? Don't take our stuff. We finna fight to the death. Like, we finna go down with our stuff. Even if they took it, it's still, we finna fight. I'm with them. Let's get it. We broke. We ain't got no money to be replacing this stuff.
All right, so we gonna go to this because you not talking, Candy, so I have to engage you, and then we gonna work down the line. We gonna start with Candy.
Bought that stuff on credit. Remember, Candy? He bought it on credit.
He bought everything on credit, so he had to make sure that they was gonna get their stuff back.
Yeah.
So now, what did y'all think about them performing at these adult clubs? I'm gonna start with you. Go ahead, EJ, and we'll go back. We're gonna go from me. You see how the lineup is? We going backwards, and then I'll say my piece. Okay. Go ahead, EJ.
I think that it was necessary. We just have to think about the time that we're in. We're not talking about now. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about then. And then I feel like this is how you get yourself out there. This is how you get heard. And this is the only way that he really know. I mean, where else are you going to take kids to sing? Like, there is nowhere else to take them to sing besides talent shows and things like that. So I think it was necessary. I'm mad at him.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I like the fact that they had them at the mall. I like that he was making sure, and he was determined that his kids was gonna make it. And I felt kind of bad about this because they was being exposed to a lot of stuff. But Jackie was liking what he was seeing.
Oh yeah, Jackie say,
he was like, y'all going back to the room. Because he was like, mother's gonna be mad when she see this. He said, yeah, she gonna be mad, but y'all going back downstairs and go to the room. Inga, tell me what you feel about
yes, ma'am.
Inga.
Yes,
tell
ma'am.
Me what you feel.
Oh, I agree. Oh, I'm terrible. Because I ain't put no makeup on.
You know what? All right, I'll take the clothes up.
They done seen me now. Y'all done seen me in my pajamas, a scarf on my. I don't even give it there. So
your skin is so pretty.
Me as I am.
Don't play with
No,
us.
but I agree with EJ that this you cannot think about 2023. You have to think about 1950 or whatever time it was, and this how he kept them out all night long. They didn't, they didn't really. Sometimes they miss school because I remember interviews. I've heard a lot of interviews over the years because I'm a big Jackson fan. Over the years of all of them talking, Tito, Jackie, all of them. Sometimes they would have to miss school. So I'm not even sure if any of them even graduated because their careers took off when they were young. So I'm not even sure what their education background was, but they wasn't in school. They was going to the talent shows and stuff. So it was common. They didn't have social media, but they can put their stuff on social media.
Mm-hmm. Think about Tamika, what's your thoughts on everything as far as them performing at the clubs and the things that they saw and things of that nature?
Yeah, I mean, he had to do what he got to do. They was booked and busy. He was trying to get them out there, get them noticed. The part that made me laugh is you found a way, Joseph, to go out here and get these instruments, okay? But Catherine said the shoes got holes. Their feet is literally out on the ground, baby. I was with her. And she was like, where you found money for this? We over here in the cold, okay? We ain't got no daggone hot water. We ain't got no heat. We barely making it. But he coming with drums. He coming with the amps. He coming with the daggone guitars, the mics. He like, we about to get this band on and pop. Our kids is gonna be some stars. I said, I know that's right. He still was believing in his dream. So this was a part of what they had to do. And yeah, we would have been fighting for them daggone, instruments. Definitely. Hands would have had to get thrown.
Oh yeah, I agree.
All right. So listen, we moving on to the last topic, and then remember, we got a double header tonight, y'all. It's a double header.
Yes.
We getting ready to go on a Raising Canaan after this, y'all. Girl, are my girls ready?
I've been ready.
Are my girls ready? Y'all ready? Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to move on to the last one.
Ready.
So now we see them.
Y'all can hear me,
and
right?
They're doing, yes, they're recording their first song. They're recording their first song. And there's a conversation that takes place in the living room between Catherine and Joe Jackson And Riri walks into the middle of this.
Yeah, she was out of place. She too, a child needs to stay in their place. She should have stuck.
I mean, she was out of place, but I don't think she was saying anything too crazy. All she said was all the girls be trying to talk to Jackie.
No, she was saying that the mother should be able to decorate the house how she
wants.
Oh,
yeah. She had decorated it different and was asking him how it looked, and he thought it was okay the way it was. First of all, y'all don't even be home. Y'all always out on the road. I'm the one that got to be here. Shit.
Thank you. I'm thinking,
I have a pet peeve about kids not staying in their place.
Yeah,
I'm just old
I get
school,
that
and
part.
But
But
then popping off
then
at the
he
mouth.
turned it around and started choking her up, talking about, "Oh, are you out there like Jackie too?" I said, "Well, wait a minute now." Me and Catherine said, "Wait, Joe," the same time.
And this is what I'm getting to: the double standards that fathers have with their sons and their daughters. Because that's how it was. My brother could get away with anything. But this, no, my father was not having this. You not going out like this.
Yeah.
You not, what you doing?
So he told him, I'm not. She told him, I'm not even that kind of girl.
Yeah, and she was like, I'm not even like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad Catherine would not let certain things go too far.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that she stood her ground with that.
Yeah, definitely.
I wish we really could have seen what was really going on in the house. Like be a fly on the wall. This is the movie television, so I like to really see how it really was though.
I think they got beatings, but I don't think it was that bad.
I don't know. The way Michael,
right? I think maybe like their friends were not getting. Maybe their friends were
said they was terrible
beatings.
Shoot, I don't know about that.
Maybe they didn't have anything to compare it to.
I think they was getting beat, like whippings,
Yeah, they was getting them whippings, honey. I got them whippings. I know they was getting
in the mouth and all that. But I'm talking about they was getting the who you talking to? Shut up, sit down.
Yeah, I think it was something like that where like to keep you in line. My question is this: do you think if we still had that kind of discipline in Black family homes, will we be better where we are now? Or do you think no? You glad it's exposed?
Well, I don't want them to somebody.
Yes, we'll see.
I don't know. It depends on the discipline.
Well, if you discipline now, then your child won't turn out like the
issue. Depending on what took place.
They do need some discipline.
Stand on business.
I agree.
Your child will turn out like King.
Stand on business.
Look, I had my son call me today, and we were talking about something. He was filling out paperwork, and he mentioned the thing about his penmanship, and I used to make him start over if it looked raggedy. Yeah. I was really like, that was one of my pet peeves. And he said, "Ma, I'm filling out this paperwork, and I got a habit when I mess up, I'll be ripping." And then he was like, "But no, when I hear my stuff in, they be telling me XYZ, and I ain't even know you was preparing me for that." I like when I swear to God, that's a conversation we had today. And I'm like thinking, how you think you don't be really doing much with stuff? And then when you hear them come back and be like, "Yo, you was right about that."
On stuff,
yeah, that's what it was. It was like one of them later on things.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't think, how
I didn't appreciate all those whippings that I got, but now that I'm older, I understand why a lot of stuff was going on, especially if you're cutting up and talking smart and all that. So, but at the time, no, I ain't appreciate them whippings, but I understand it now. I'm in my 50s now, I understand it. But back then, no, I was like, this a-hole, I was mad, So.
Yeah, I was mad too. My mother was in my house.
No, I mean, I'm still standing,
Sure, my mother was
there. EJ, you on mute, EJ.
You on mute, EJ?
No wonder, because I was really talking. I've been talking.
What was you saying?
Oh, I'm sorry. We ain't
Girl,
hear you.
I said, I remember this one time, because I had plenty of whoopings, and I got the extension cord, all that stuff. And, you know, my mom, she's a great mom, but she definitely pulled out the extension cord, and I had some really rough whoopings. But I remember this one time in particular, I told her, I said, I'm not getting no more whoopings. And so she was ready to fight. And that's just how mom was.
Yo, that's how my mother was.
They was just ready to fight. And let me tell you, it was on my birthday. I had just turned 16. I had just turned 16. Let me tell you, I took my 16-year-old self. I heard my daddy Chevrolet, that Silverado, coming down the street. And as soon as he got out the car, went and grabbed the bottom of his legs. And I said, "She trying to kill me, Daddy." Because she had turned around and got the knife. She said, "Oh, you're not getting no more whoopings no more?" And she had a knife in her hand, and she was ready to fight. I said, "Oh,
my issues is with my father. My mother was like Miss Catherine.
Nah, my mother was the type to be like, "All right, you ready? Let's get it on." And I'll be like, "Oh shoot,
now,
no,
I remember the time I balled up my fist, and my father said, "If you don't unball that fist, I will break your hand." You know what I'm saying? You know, he didn't play those games. My father is 83, getting ready to turn 83, so he's old school. He didn't play those games, right, disrespect, talking slick, and none of that kind of stuff. So that's why I kind of don't have no tolerance when I hear children now being disrespectful. Like, I don't want to hear all that other stuff that people say, "Well, just give them a chance." You know, no.
Gentle parenting.
Yeah, I mean, you can be gentle, but
parenting
you have to have some. I ain't saying you got to get the switch, and I mean, I ain't saying do all that no more. But you need to just still discipline. You know, if not, your kids gonna be out of control.
My mother was the type to want to threaten me with my father, so I was always scared of my father.
Oh yeah, that my mother.
Well,
see, that's what I'm saying.
I'm telling your father,
and she used to do that. She said, "When your father get home, he gonna deal with it." And I'm like, "Oh my God!"
But after a while, my mother used to say that so much. I'll be like, "Yo, tell." I was like that after a while. When my brother be like, "Oh, you about
no," but she told she didn't play. She didn't play. She
my mother.
She would tell my father. Yeah, she.
Yeah, my brother, my crazy brother went to shop and made a paddle. I said, "You stupid!" Like I just, it's just stupid.
Oh, all right. Remember? Y'all remember? Say, "Oh, Lord, I'm gonna say something crazy." Never mind.
Just the last thing we're gonna talk about, because remember we got a double header.
Hey, Nita.
Tonight, y'all.
Oh,
hey, right. Nita. Just the last thing we're gonna talk about when they go to after they make their record, they go to the Apollo, and they were worried about getting booed off the stage. They all touched the oak. Tamika know about this because she from New York. So you know when you touch that.
I wanted to ask the two New Yorkers though. Have y'all ever been to the Apollo?
Yeah, okay. I've been there.
Mm-hmm. Look how much you said that. Like I dare you ask me.
No, I know. I mean, hold on there. Wait a minute.
I've been to that. I've been to that. I've been to that when them niggas from uptown be on the balconies throwing down money.
I haven't yet been to the Apollo, but I'm not, from New York. But Tamika, have you been to the Apollo?
I've been outside the Apollo. I've never been inside.
No, I've been inside. I came there one night.
And everybody else been in. They always be like, "How you ain't go inside?"
I saw amateur
outside 1,000 times.
I went there back in the late, like when I was in college, and when they perform at that thing, and I remember back in the day, the hustlers that used to be in a balcony because they used to have that little section. They used to throw the stuff off. They used to make it rain off the stage if you was really good. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I remember stuff like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So where we gonna leave off now? I don't know who's doing the next part first. Next part, because I feel like I got the struggle part. But this is when they find out. He's like, "We're gonna go to so and so's house. They're gonna sleep on the floor, and we're gonna audition for Motown." And they was excited about that. And that's what I loved about this. That we saw them struggle and we saw them get ready to achieve their goal. I'm gonna start with you, Candy. How was you feeling when you saw the whole Apollo scene and talk about all the people that was performing the whole Apollo scene, and even them getting a deal and telling the family what was going on.
Well, I stopped before the Apollo scene. I didn't see this part, and I don't remember it from back in the day. So Tamika,
all right, so we're gonna move on. Look, we're gonna move on because look, we had
because I think I made
this.
I made all of them until they went to California, you know. So
all right,
then I stopped.
I know. EJ said she went ahead.
Yeah, I stopped them when they was at Berry Gordy house, and I stopped them.
Where did you stop at, Tamika?
I think around the same place.
All right, so did you see this part?
Yeah.
Okay, what was your thoughts about this?
I like seeing it, like seeing them excited, looking at all the pictures on the wall, Cab Calloway. You know, of course, they was big fans of Jackie Wilson. We always known that he's been a big fan, Michael, of like James Brown. They talking about Stevie Wonder and just, you know, how all of them have came through this same way too, and they want to make it. And Michael got scared when he seen that Sandman. He said, I don't want to go on stage no more. But then as soon as he got out there, it's like, you know, just
they
like
did
Rain.
A good
he
job.
did what he had to do. Yeah, just was like natural. Yeah. Came easy for him to do it, and they killed it. They end up winning, and they end up, you know, getting invited, and that's when he calls up Catherine to tell them about it. So I was like, all right, now y'all moving on along, even though I already know what's gonna happen, but it was like I still was in here getting excited and getting in the feels watching it.
I like watching shows like that where you still get excited at certain parts. And this is one of them. The Temptations is one of them where it gives you that nostalgia. Who's next? Okay, you went Inga.
Oh, you asked me how far did I go?
Okay, did you get to this part?
Past. Yeah.
All right, so just talk about right here.
Oh, okay.
Stay right. So stay right in that box.
They definitely were excited, and I don't blame them. I would have been too. I would have been just as excited. I mean, the Apollo was, you know, like that was a big deal, you know, at that time. So, I mean, I guess it might still be a big deal now, but it was definitely at that time it was a big deal to have to go to Apollo. So, and then a little, I don't know if it was a fun fact or just some little gossip, but when they showed the Jackie Wilson, my aunt, rest in peace, my Aunt Betty, she used to date Jackie Wilson, but he was messing around with women's every city he went to. She just happened to be the one in DC he messed with when he came to DC back in the day, back in them days. So, I mean, because I got pictures and everything to prove. So, but yeah, he was Michael. He mimicked him, mimicked James Brown. It was all great.
But that's what Joe Jackson wanted him to do. He wanted him to get their signature moves and get them jokers down pat. And Michael was getting it. That's why Marlon got his behind whip. He had to go out there because he couldn't get that Joe Tex move with the microphone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now that part was cute when it was trying to do that microphone move. That was so cute. That was really cute. Yeah. Somebody said they ready for Raising Kanan live tonight. I guess they're trying to tell us to get off.
All right, look. Okay, so look. Y'all ready to go out?
We've been talking about everything under the sun other than this movie, really.
Who said that?
We've been talking about all kind of stuff that ain't got nothing to do with the movie.
Who said they ready for us to talk about Raising Kanan?
AG.
All right, AG. Look, we about to be out. We about to talk about Raising Kanan. Y'all need to go get y'all little drinks and refresh yourselves. Get some water, whatever the case may be, whatever y'all got to do. If y'all need to take a little toot, do that. And we're going to be right back. Good. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming out.
You know I can't behave myself.
Look, we be back. We supposed to be here at 10:15, so we already late. So we going to get this together and come on, y'all. Thanks for coming out. God bless and have a good night.